Everyone wants the glory and the spotlight, but nobody wants to sit in the darkness where the real work happens, without a single soul watching. The city lights flicker like dying stars while you stare into the void, realizing that your comfort is actually a slow-moving poison to your soul. Look at your reflection and ask yourself, are you working for the applause of others? Or are you working to become a version of yourself? You are soft, vibrates across your mind like a heavy bell, reminding you that your current state is nowhere near your actual untapped human potential. The notification bells are the sirens of the modern world, luring you into a sea of mediocrity, while your true greatness dies a silent death. Stop living for the likes of people who will forget you in 5 seconds and start building a legacy that will echo through the halls. A lone athlete steps into a concrete tunnel, the echo of footsteps being the only sound in a world that has finally gone completely quiet. There is a light at the end of this tunnel, but it is not a rescue. It is the burning fire of your own discipline. The silence here is not empty. It is full of the questions you have been avoiding and the hard truths you are finally ready to face. Welcome to the symphony of pain, where the only audience is the cold floor and the heavy iron that never lies about your current strength. Droplets of sweat hit the concrete like rhythmic rain, marking the territory of a man who has decided that enough is finally enough for him. Your hands grip the cold steel, feeling the rust and the grit, knowing that this weight is the only thing that will ever tell truth. Every fiber of your muscle screams for mercy as you push against the gravity of your own excuses, refusing to let the weakness win today. Pain is the only language the body understands when it is being reborn, and right now, you are having the most intense conversation of life. Fast cuts of burning lungs and straining eyes show the reality of the grind that most people are too afraid to ever show to anyone. In the flickering yellow light of a basement gym, a shadow moves with a purpose that defies the exhaustion creeping into every single tired joint. Don't you dare cry to quit. Cry because you are already in pain, and you might as well get a reward for the suffering. This darkness is not your prison. It is your arena, the place where the monster inside is fed and trained to hunt for its prey. The world thinks you are resting, but you are actually sharpening the blade of your will in the quiet hours when the lazy are dreaming. Look at them taking pictures in the mirrors, chasing a digital ghost, while you are chasing a physical transformation that requires no filter or light. The red hue of falseness surrounds those who seek attention, a stark contrast to the cold blue reality of those who seek genuine, raw power. A wolf moves through a blinding blizzard, head down, focused, while the sheep huddle together for a warmth that will never lead to any growth. Valor is not something you post on a story. It is something you prove in the moments when you are completely and utterly alone. You want to post this workout for a few clicks? You are weak. The real kings are working when every single camera has been off. Shut up and do the work that nobody wants to do, because that is the only way to get the results that everyone wants. Your feelings are irrelevant in the face of your goals. The only thing that matters is the execution of the plan you set for yourself. When the music stops and the crowd leaves, who are you? Are you still a warrior? Or were you just a performer for the masses? The spirit of the beast is waking up, a primal force that does not care about your fatigue or your desire to stay in bed. Every punch against the heavy bag releases a shower of sparks, a visual manifestation of the internal fire that is currently burning your soul. Look at the legends of the past, training in dusty garages and dimly lit rings, becoming gods in the silence of their own private hells. The killer instinct is not found in a book. It is forged in the furnace of repetition and the refusal to accept anything but perfection. Discipline is the only bridge between the goals you dream about at night and the reality you live in during the harsh light of day. When there is no one around to judge you, that is the exact moment when your true character is born and your destiny is set. You are becoming a ghost in the machine, a force that cannot be tracked or stopped because you do not seek the world's cheap approval. The transformation is nearly complete. The man you used to be is dead, buried under the weight of 1,000 reps and sleepless nights. No more talking, no more planning, no more dreaming. Only the relentless pursuit of the target that you have locked in your sights right now. The drums of war are beating in your chest, a rhythmic reminder that you were born for more than just a comfortable, mediocre existence. Run through the rain until your clothes are soaked and your skin is numb, proving to the weather that you are the storm itself. Lift until your bones feel like they might snap, then find the strength to do one more, because that is where the growth lives. Read by the dim light of a flashlight while the world wastes its time on mindless entertainment, sharpening your mind for the coming battles. Fall down 7 times, because the only way you can ever truly lose is if you decide to stay down. Obsessed is the word the lazy use to describe the dedicated, but to you, it is just the minimum requirement for the greatness you seek. Relentless is not a personality trait. It is a choice you make every single second of every single day when you want to quit. Unstoppable is the only way to describe a man who has conquered his own mind and silenced the voices of doubt within his head. Go, fight, win. There are no more excuses left in your vocabulary, only the cold, hard execution of the mission that lies ahead. Execute now, not tomorrow, not when you feel better, but right now in the mess and the heat and the struggle of the moment. Become the monster that everyone is afraid to face, because you have endured the darkness that would have broken every single one of them. Time is a predator, hunting you every second, and every calendar page you tear away is a reminder that your window is slowly closing. Sit in the silence of your own thoughts and realize that you are the only person who can save you from a life of regret. Failure is not the end. It is the data you need to adjust your strategy and come back with a vengeance that cannot be stopped. Look at the eyes of the man who gave up, the hollow stare of a soul that allowed his discipline to wither and eventually die. Living by your emotions is the fastest way to become a failure. Your feelings are liars designed to keep you safe and insignificant. You don't need to feel like doing it. You just need to do it because your word to yourself is a sacred, unbreakable law. The punishment for a lack of discipline is the heavy, suffocating weight of regret that will follow you for the rest of your life. Step out of the shadows and into the arena, not for the cheers of the crowd, but to prove to yourself who is boss. The stadium is empty, the lights are blindingly bright, and there is no one here to witness your final, greatest victory over yourself. They will never see the thousands of hours you spent in the dark, but they will be forced to witness the champion you became. Execute in silence. Let your success be the noise that shatters the world. This is your truth, forged in 464 seconds.